Welcome back, beautiful souls, to a space where truth cannot be hidden and the universe speaks directly to your spirit. If you have found your way to this specific message today, please know that your spirit guides orchestrated this exact moment. You did not click on this by accident. Today, we are diving into a profoundly intense and urgent energy regarding someone who deeply wronged you. The universe is stepping in, and divine justice is taking the wheel. We are going to look into what is happening behind the scenes, what the universe is forcing them to face, and the instant karma that is currently unfolding in their life. Before we begin this journey, take a deep breath with me. Inhale peace, exhale any lingering anxiety. Remember, this is a general reading, so please only take what deeply resonates with your specific situation and leave the rest behind. Allow your intuition to guide you through these messages as you are deeply protected and guided today. There is a heaviness in your energy that I need to acknowledge right from the start. For so long, you have been carrying a burden that was never yours to bear. I see the sleepless nights, the endless hours spent staring at the ceiling in the dark, replaying every single word, every argument, and every moment of silence. You have tortured yourself, trying to understand how someone you loved so deeply, someone you poured your entire soul, could just walk away as if your connection meant absolutely nothing. You have questioned your own worth, wondering if you were not enough, if you loved too hard, or if you somehow pushed them away. You gave them a pure, unconditional love that they had never experienced before, and in return, they left you with confusion, abandonment, and a lingering ache in your chest. The suddenness of their departure left a spiritual shockwave in your system, and I want to validate that pain right now. You are not crazy, you are not overreacting, and your grief is entirely justified. The way they treated you was a reflection of their own internal brokenness, not a reflection of your value. You have been sitting in this agonizing silence, feeling like they simply got away with breaking your heart, moving on with their life while you were left to pick up the shattered pieces of your own. But deep down, in the quietest corners of your mind, you have always known the truth. You have felt a strange, undeniable tug in your spirit, a quiet whisper telling you that the story was not over, even when the physical reality showed you nothing but coldness and distance. Your intuition has been screaming at you that they are not as happy as they pretend to be. You have felt their energy heavily on you lately, perhaps waking up abruptly in the middle of the night, smelling their scent out of nowhere, or seeing their name and birth numbers repeatedly everywhere you go. This is because the spiritual cord between you two has not been severed, and their soul is currently crying out to yours in the astral realm. They are projecting an image of being totally unbothered to the outside world, maybe even posting on social media to prove how well they are doing. But the spiritual realm is showing a completely different reality. Your higher self knows that a massive shift is occurring behind closed doors, and the veil of illusion is rapidly falling apart. Right now, the universe is actively dismantling the very foundation of their life. Instant karma has arrived, and it is hitting them with the force of a hurricane. Everything they thought was secure, everything they built their ego upon after walking away from you, is completely crumbling to the ground. They are experiencing a profound and terrifying dark night of the soul. The distractions they used to avoid their feelings for you are no longer working. The superficial connections they chased, thinking the grass was greener on the other side, have turned out to be completely hollow and deeply unfulfilling. The universe is stripping away their pride, their false confidence, and their ability to run from themselves. Situations in their external life, whether it is their career, their finances, or their relationships with others, are falling apart in inexplicable ways. They are being forcefully isolated by the divine because the universe needs them to be entirely alone, so they have no choice but to sit in the deafening silence of their own conscience and reflect on exactly what they did to you. They are feeling an overwhelming sense of spiritual and emotional poverty. Without your light, without your endless patience, and without your nurturing energy, they are freezing in the cold. They are finally realizing the magnitude of what they threw away. When they left, their arrogance convinced them that they could easily replace the depth of the love you offered. They thought they could find your warmth in other people, in other places, or in fleeting worldly pleasures. Now, they are staring at an empty room, feeling a deeply profound void in their chest that nothing and no one else can fill. They are realizing that you were their safe haven, their truest friend, and their ultimate supporter. The regret is consuming them alive. They remember the way you looked at them when nobody else believed in them. They remember the countless chances you gave them. Every time they try to close their eyes and move forward, your physique appears in their mind. They are mourning the loss of you. And for the very first time, they are feeling the exact same gut-wrenching pain of abandonment that they forced you to endure. The karmic scales are aggressively balancing out. The universe does not let pure, unconditional love be disrespected without consequence. The divine intervention happening right now is not to punish them out of malice, but to teach them a severe karmic lesson about value, loyalty, and the sacredness of a soul connection. They are being forced to take full accountability for their toxic behaviors, their manipulation, and their cowardly exit. For so long, they operated under the illusion that they could treat people as disposable objects, taking everything you had to give, and then discarding you when it became inconvenient or required real emotional maturity. The universe is holding up a giant, inescapable mirror to their soul, forcing them to look at their own darkness. They are feeling the weight of their bad karma crushing their chest, and they know, without a shadow of a doubt, that the string of bad luck and emotional misery they are experiencing right now is a direct result of how they mistreated you. They are looking back at the moment they decided to turn their back on you, recognizing it as the single biggest mistake of their entire existence. The journey they thought would lead them to freedom and happiness has only led them into a barren, desolate wasteland. They abandoned an overflowing cup of authentic love to go searching for drops of water in a desert. They are constantly replaying the final moments you shared, wishing they could turn back the hands of time. They are obsessing over the things they should have said, the apologies they should have given, and the ways they could have shown up better for you. The realization that they willingly walked away from their own ultimate happiness is tearing them apart from the inside out. They are tired of running, tired of pretending, and absolutely exhausted from carrying the heavy burden of their unhealed trauma. They have officially hit rock bottom. The ego death they are going through is painful, necessary, and completely unavoidable. They are pinned down by the consequences of their own actions, unable to escape the absolute reality that they ruined the best thing that ever happened to them. Their pride is gone. The arrogant persona they wore as a shield has been entirely destroyed. They are lying in the metaphorical ruins of the life they tried to build without you, completely surrendered to the pain. This absolute destruction of their ego is the only way the universe could break through their stubbornness. They had to lose you, and they had to lose everything they thought they wanted, in order to finally wake up and see the absolute truth. They are mentally exhausted, realizing that their self-sabotaging patterns have brought them nothing but immense suffering and isolation. Because they are in the middle of this intense karmic purging, this is my strongest warning to you right now. You must step back. You must completely withdraw your energy, your attention, and your focus from this person. Do not reach out. Do not check their social media. Do not send them a text to see how they are doing, no matter how strongly your empathy pushes you to save them. Your desire to rescue them is a trauma response, a habit of giving your energy to those who are drowning, even if it pulls you under the water with them. You cannot intervene in a karmic lesson orchestrated by the universe. If you try to reach out and cushion their fall, you will only interrupt the divine work that is breaking their ego. You must protect your own peace at all costs. Go into monk mode. Rest your mind, heal your nervous system, and reclaim every single ounce of energy you ever poured into their cup. Let them sit in the dark. Let them feel the consequences. It is not your job to heal the wounds they inflicted upon themselves by betraying you. You're being called to stand firmly in your ultimate power. The universe is testing your resolve, asking you if you have truly learned your own worth. You must purge the lingering attachments, the romanticized memories, and the toxic hope that keeps you chained to the past version of them. Sever the energetic cords of anxiety. Tame the beast of your own mind that tries to convince you that you need their validation to feel whole. You are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. Look at everything you have survived. Look at how you have rebuilt yourself from the ground up after they left you completely broken. You possess a quiet, fierce resilience that intimidates those who cannot match your vibration. By holding your boundaries and refusing to entertain breadcrumbs, you are sending a massive energetic signal to the universe that you will no longer accept anything less than what you truly deserve. You are stepping into a profound era of self-mastery, where your happiness is no longer dependent on anyone else's actions or apologies. As you completely detach and elevate your frequency, a massive awakening is taking place on their end. The universe is blowing the trumpet, calling their soul to rise from the dead. This is their ultimate wake-up call, a moment of profound clarity where all the illusions are shattered forever. They are suddenly seeing the entire relationship from a completely elevated perspective. They see your purity, they see their own toxicity, and they see the absolute necessity to make things right. This is not just a fleeting moment of guilt. This is a permanent spiritual shift. They are realizing that they cannot move forward in their life, they cannot find peace, and they cannot heal until they come completely clean with you. The universe is demanding that they step up, take accountability, and offer you the closure and the truth that you have always deserved. They are feeling an irresistible, magnetic pullback to your energy, completely unable to resist the divine current that is dragging them back toward you. They are meticulously planning their approach. They are coming out of the dark and moving toward you. But this time, the energy is completely different. They are not coming back with empty promises, manipulative games, or half-hearted excuses. They are returning with their heart in their hands, humbled, emotionally raw, and desperate for your forgiveness. They want to offer you a sincere, emotionally profound apology that acknowledges every single tear you cried and every single night you spent agonizing over their absence. They want to lay everything on the table, to show you the depths of their regret, and to explicitly tell you that walking away from you was the biggest mistake of their life. They are dreaming of the moment they can look into your eyes again, hoping against hope that you have not entirely closed the door on them. But here is the most beautiful part of this destined outcome. By the time they finally build up the courage to stand before you, you will have completely transformed. You will be sitting firmly on your throne, radiating absolute abundance, divine grace, and unshakable self-love. You will no longer be the anxious, heartbroken person who begged them to stay. You will be the creator of your own magical universe, flourishing, healing, and magnetizing incredible blessings into your life. When they return, you will not react from a place of lack or desperation. You will look at them with clear eyes and a calm spirit, knowing that the power is entirely in your hands. You get to decide if they have truly done the work to be worthy of your sacred space, or if you prefer to keep your peace and walk toward a higher, even more beautiful destiny. The universe has leveled the playing field, and you have already won. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this message resonated with your spirit, please leave a comment down below to claim this empowering energy. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so we can continue this beautiful journey of healing and awakening together. Remember how incredibly powerful you are. Keep your crown high and trust that the universe is always working perfectly in your favor. Until next time, sending you endless love and brilliant light.